Hello everyone, Brian here. So just a little more progress on Wells Cathedral. Actually another hour and a half worth of work, which is kind of surprising. But here we are. So what I've been working on today is the Lady Chapel that goes in front of the retro choir on the piece that I talked about in the last video. This is what? This is actually two pieces. This is one piece here that wraps all the way around, and then the roof piece that goes here. Just a couple of comments about this. One is that this is actually not glued in place, and that's on purpose. I have a number of complex roof forms that are going to go around here, and I think I want to see how those roof pieces fit before I actually commit to putting this in place, just in case I need to make some adjustments. And so I'm going to leave that off until I take those roof pieces out and see how they fit in there. And then the other thing is, when this piece went together, I glued up everything piece by piece. I started on this side here, and then I did that side and that side and this side and this side. But I didn't, and then I glued this down. I didn't actually glue the three tabs here, here, and here in place. So those are still loose. And I didn't do that. You can see a little gap up in there on the upper right. And what I found is that if I were to glue this and this in place and then try and join this to it, it would stick out. And so the gamble I'm making is that, given that there is a roof piece that goes off here, it's better not to cut down this side and change the dimensions. It's actually better to go ahead and glue this up in the shape it's supposed to be. Even if I don't quite match in here, the roof piece will cover that, and I'll retain the original dimensions that Rupert intended on this, so that the roof pieces will fit properly. So that's part of the reason for doing that. Structurally, I don't think it's going to make any difference if I don't actually glue these three pieces in. So I'm going to see how the roof fits before I do any of that. Then the other thing that's worth noting here is, when I took a look at the space over the presbytery here, and when I looked at it from the side, last night, it actually looked like this piece was angling downward towards the front. And so I thought, I think I need to support the underside of that, just to lift it back up and make sure I don't have sagging in that front. So the way I did that is I took just a random piece here. I cut out some extra cardboard and I created a fold in the center to create this triangular shape here. Creates a support across the front that basically braces this side and that side and lifts the whole thing up, and so that it's level and it can't sag. And so I glued that in place. It being the person I am, it kills me that it's not exactly straight. When I glued it up kind of sideways, and by the time I tried to move it, it was too late. But anyway, that holds this piece up so that it does not sag down towards the front, and hopefully will help when I put the roof in and put the roof on up over here, that nothing will sag down. So there we go, another hour and a half worth of progress. It took a while to glue this up. I'm probably allowing more time for glue to set than I need to, but I tend to put it together and then clamp it together and leave it there for 10 minutes or so before I move on to the next section. And so it took a while to cut all of that out and to put it all together. So there you go. Just a little more on Wells Cathedral, the Lady Chapel in the front, and I'll post more as I move on. So thank you so much for joining, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.